Please put your hands together for board member of FFL Tribe, Eric Hemati.
I'm not a player, I just crush a lot.
This is a great event, right? Who here has learned something that you can put into practice tomorrow that will absolutely change your business? Raise your hand. Keep them up. Look around. So my prediction is we're about to blow up the second half of this year, right? So my topic was basically like what kind of trainings, how can you use the tools basically that we have to grow your business, right? And what I really want to talk about is, on that topic, is the software up here that you're running to run your business. Because, I heard one of the previous people say, when they were talking about building their business, they had talked to a lot of crappy people on, I can't remember who that was, I think it was Isaiah or whatever. And I get the experience. I've talked to those people myself, right? And then I realized later that it's really they're wonderful people. They're great human beings. It's just they're not running the right kind of software up here to actually do what we do or to be successful or whatever the case. Everybody follow me? So think about a minute. What is the software up here? What do you think that is? Right? Just think for a minute. Don't answer out loud. But what is it? So I want you to think about the way that you're listening to me right now. And if you think about it, you're really not listening to me. You're listening to, there's a little voice in your head that is actually telling you what I'm saying, and you're listening to that. And that little voice probably just said, what the hell is he talking about right now? Is his zipper down? I can't tell, right? Do I like it? Did he look better with a tie, not a tie, right? All those different things, right? Man, the last guy was way better than this, right? All those little things, that's whatever you hear up there, that's your software, right? And your software is made up of all the experiences that you've ever had in your life, right? Along your life, you've made certain decisions about who you are and how people are and what you're capable of and what you're not capable of and what works and what doesn't work. What you should do, what you shouldn't do, what life should be like, what life shouldn't be like, right? And how many of you guys have heard the theme today, like, quit complaining? Anybody hear that, right? So think about what a complaint is. A complaint is generated when your expectation and reality are not the same. Like where there's a gap, right? Like, man, I expected my wife to just stay perfect for our entire marriage. She didn't. So now I have complaints, right? Does that make sense? Right? That's a gap between what you expect and what reality is, right? And then what happens is there's a word, should, that you'll start using and thinking, shouldn't be this way. They shouldn't do that. He shouldn't have done that, right? Those kind of things, all that is it's just generating complaints. It's generating complaints for yourself. You hear the word should come out of anybody's mouth, that just tells you that's a complaint, right? So I would challenge you first part of your software is give up your right to complain. Give up your right to complain. Like, don't just quit complain, just give up your right to complain. I don't have any right to complain. I got to wake up this morning, right? I get one more day on this fabulous planet to do whatever I want with it. How dare I complain about anything? Number one. The other thing is, listen to the language that you use. Your language that you use, where does that come from? It comes from the thoughts that you think, right? But what actually happened, where do the thoughts that you think come from? From the language that you use, okay? So it's like a constant feedback loop. And what happens is you create the reality that you're living in. Does everybody follow me? Is that too deep? It's not, because it's not. Sean said it earlier today. Dan Lehane said at lunch. We're talking. He goes, man, it's so powerful. Why would you ever say, I hate the phones? Right? Because you create, what did Sean say? Your words will be used against you by you. That's right. Who identifies that? Is that true? So watch your language. Be precise with how you speak about things, right? Oh, I couldn't do that. Well, no, you chose not to do that, right? Whatever it is. Whatever it is. And be binary about it, right? Are these lights on or off right now? They're on. That's an easy answer, right? Is somebody pregnant or not pregnant? They either are or they're not, right? Or they used to be. By the way, you, wherever you are, that was inspiring. So I've never had a chance to work pregnant. Watch the language that you use, because your language will drive your reality, right? And your reality will drive your results. So just clean up what you say. And then, what do you think about to grow your business? So there's a couple things. I'm not going to be able to get to them all. I wrote them down. I realized, wow, this clock goes a lot faster. Those of you that are speaking know what I'm talking about. So, but one of the key things is duplication. So I'm constantly thinking about, and people use this word a lot. What does duplication mean? Okay, duplication just means that I transfer the way I think and the way I do things and the way, what is important to me, and I transfer that to someone else. That's duplication, right? And they're going to have their own style, they're going to have their own thing, but my values, what I find or declare as important, that gets transferred. And when I transfer my values and my vision, then they start behaving in a way that creates the results that they want to have, that I want to see. Does that make sense? So how do you do that? You do that by speaking constantly, right? You're not about yourself, but about your vision and about your values, right? I know, who in here knows that one of Sean Mike's values is hard work? How do you know that? Because he talks about it all the time. Trey, do you work harder? I do, right? Because he's constantly talking about it. Does he have to come to my house and get me out of bed and make me work harder? No, it's words. Right? Somebody asked me, dude, how do you build your business so big so fast, right? Well, the answer is that I answered the question. Well, we did this, we did that, blah, blah. But actually the true answer, and I apologize, Zach, wherever you are, the real answer is, I didn't. My people did. Our people did. Our tribe, we did it, right? And we did it because I articulate values, I articulate a vision, I live those values, I live that vision, I hold myself accountable to those values and that vision. I call myself out when I'm not living by those values and those visions. And then I convey that to people, and then some of them hop the train. Like, I like where that guy's going, let's go, right? And some of them don't. That's okay. Train's still leaving. Remember that guy used to say that all the time, train's leaving the station. Well, I would say the train left. You know, I'm on it. You know, run and catch up, right? Get on it, or don't. Whatever, you're still awesome, right? That's okay. Let water find its own level. That's what it does, right? And the last thing is never, ever, ever give up on people, okay? They're all going to work with us eventually, okay? It's just a matter of time. So they either figure it out now or they're going to figure it out later. And I say that when I'm talking to people all the time, if they're, hey, dude, no worries, man. You'll figure it out sooner or later. I don't mean that condescendingly. I mean, you're a smart person. You can do math, right? So just, you'll figure it out. Whenever you figure it out, I'll be here. I mean, I'll be a little bit further down the tracks, but we got room. So that's it.